sacarlos afuera, pintarse la cara, color esperanza, tentar al futuro.
Good morning, Santa Clarita. Good morning, all of Castaic, Stevenson Ranch, and the whole and entire Santa Clarita Valley. This is Bill Miranda with our co-host, Patsy Ayala. Good morning, Patsy.
Good morning. Ready.
Ready to go. The show is Querer es Poder. Where there's a will, there's a way. The show is about inspiring, educating, and motivating young and not so young entrepreneurs to succeed. And today, Patsy, we have another good show, if I don't say so myself. We have a good show because we're going to talk about a lot of the events that are happening in Santa Clarita Valley, not just Latino events, but events in general that are happening around the Santa Clarita Valley. We're going to talk about how we can inspire people to succeed in business and in life. We're going to do some educating. Okay, we're going to give some people some tips today. And finally, we're going to get people to get up off the couch. You know, we're going to motivate them. Get up off the couch, do something worth doing, and then be proud of what you have done. And one of our guests today is Paul Jacques. He's with ASEA. He's going to be on shortly. We're going to introduce him shortly. But I want to tell you, this guy does community work. He's not a public guy, he's not a get-it-out-there guy, but he does a lot of good things for our community, and we're going to get it out of him, aren't we?
Excellent. It sounds like he's the good guy behind the scenes.
He's the good guy behind the scenes, absolutely. Absolutely. But listen, we've had a lot of things, a lot of events, and one of the things I want to tell everybody is you're the CEO, Patsy, of Our Valley's Publications. And Our Valley's Publications includes print magazine,
digital magazine,
and includes a lot of other things, including a wonderful and dynamic Facebook site. Okay, so if you are working, if someone is working with Our Valley's magazine, they don't just get a print ad like they do with a lot of other companies.
No, that's when we start promoting, because now we are pretty active on social networking, not only Facebook, on Twitter, the internet, now on the radio, we're here, we're there, business networking.
Right.
A lot of places, events in Santa Clarita.
A lot of events in Santa Clarita that Our Valley's participates in. And by the way, we participated in one on Saturday in Newhall.
Oh, yeah. That was good.
There was at the American Legion, there was a not only a candidates forum where a lot of the candidates who are running for political office were invited to present their cases, to make their cases to the public. And we had Buck McKeon was there, and Ed Headington was there, David Hernandez was there, a number of candidates were there. But we also had the ability and the good fortune to be able to have people stand up and tell us about the propositions that are on the ballot and explain them to us and tell us the pros and the cons. It was a non-political event. Now, that's funny, right?
But all the candidates were there, Bill. Yeah, it sounds so political.
It was a totally political event in a non-political way. How's that?
Well, it was like neutral. That's why I like it, because you see candidates, you know, Republicans, Democrats, and all the propositions, because when you see them on TV, it's usually vote for this or don't vote for this, and there we have the explanation, you know, this is the proposition, and that we were informed after that.
Right, and I think that's the key, and that's what the American Legion wanted to do with this event, is to make sure that the voters informed, right? Get the information out to the voters and let the voters decide. But one of the things it's so important to do is to get the information out to the voters so the voters can decide. It's terrible when you go to the voting booth and you're not really aware of what the ballot, or what the propositions are, or who the candidates are, and then maybe you vote for one or two and then you go home. This is America. Voting is a right. Voting is a privilege, and we want to be able to vote the way our country goes, the way our state goes, the way our county goes, the way our city goes. So it's very important for us, American citizens, to vote. But to vote, it's just as important to be informed. And you can vote one way, you can vote the other way, you can vote any way you want. But be informed in the way you vote.
Exactly, to make a responsible choice. And you have a voice. That's
Absolutely.
a privilege.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And speaking of a voice, we're going to have a terrific voice coming to us in the next segment. That's the voice of Paul Jacques. Paul Jacques, the community leader I was telling you about, the man behind the scenes.
Nice. You're listening to our hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS.